Alrighty. So here we are. Welcome back to another episode of Crypto Morning News. So we're waiting for Cody to get in, so we'll kind of go over the basics. Welcome to everybody joining in. Shout out to your Renaissance. Hey, thanks for that little sponsor there for the live. Really appreciate that. We'll get to everyone's comments in a little bit. Our moderators are still joining in, and we're still waiting for kind of Cody to join in. But I will try to get to everyone's comments as quickly as I can. So, but while you guys are in, hit that like button. Helps us in the algorithm, helps us grow. And when we're done, if you want to watch any of the live replays, they're on YouTube and Rumble for you guys to join in. So, and I'll open up the forum to your guys if you guys want to hop on live a little bit later. Really not a lot of negative news, just a lot of positive news. But let's go ahead and get into the beginning. Shout out to Bullet Labs, boy. I'm going to be rich next year. Yeah, it's looking like if you made some right choices on this relief rally, you're definitely going to earn quite a bit. Shout out to Serge Banger. XRP short look at it on the 1-day chart. I'm not so sure. Every time I start looking at shorts for crypto, it tends to go in the opposite direction. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of sit on the sidelines and just like I said before, it's better to be in the market than to time the market. But we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Let's go over some of the basics. Definitely glad to have you in here, all you guys in here as we join in. We got quite a few people on the YouTube, and we even got a few people on the Twitch side. Definitely really appreciate all your guys' support. Like and subscribe, because this, as always, it is sponsored by you guys, giving us the likes and supports every time we come on. So really appreciate that. So let's go over some of the basics here. We got the crypto market cap at 1.64 trillion, up about 0.75%. We got volume at 65 billion, Bitcoin dominance at 52.4%, Ethereum dominance at 17.2%. We also have the greed and fear index. We're in that extreme greed territory with 82. We also have Bitcoin up almost 0.25% so far, back in the 44K range, up 13% on the week. Ethereum up 12% on the week, almost getting to 2400. We got XRP closing the gap on 70 cents, up 10% on the week. We got Solana up 22%, 75 up to about $75, almost 76. Probably will break 80 by the end of today at the rate and volume that it's trading at. But Cardano skyrocketing 58% up on the week, about 1.25% up on the day. Of course, we have Polkadot, another great one, up 35%, kind of coming in on the $8 range. We got Chainlink up 4.5% on the week, holding steady in the 16 range. We got Litecoin making a rebound, Atom making a rebound, and of course, we also have Kaspa kind of starting to make a rebound on the day, but we're still down about 5.75%. And we are up 23% on Hedera. And of course, good old Quant, we are up almost 20%, up to almost 120 on there. So lots of run-ups on there on the blue chip tokens. Seems the overall market is responding well to all the news. We got the Fed dropping the rates for the next 6 quarters. To help try to even out and rebolster the real estate market. We do see that mortgage rates are up. People are starting to look for homes, or people have given up on waiting and just started looking for homes. So they're up a little bit, but we have the Dow kind of holding in at, for the stock side, we got Dow holding up at 36,000. 2%. It's like up about a quarter of a percent. We got NASDAQ up about 0.5% on the week here. So everything's kind of holding steady. If you're in the stock market game, you definitely a lot of companies have been up. Microsoft, Porch Moving Group, Apple, even AT&T has been up, but the bank stocks are getting hit hard as, of course, Wells Fargo is no longer in the mortgage industry. So we're going to have to see how that's going to affect them on the long term there. But yeah, let's getting back to Surgic Banger there, checking in on the short, shorting. Take a short look at the 1 day chart. Yeah, let's go take a look at it. Pull up KuCoin here. Take a look at XRP as we are waiting for Cody to get in here. I'm sure he's going to come in any moment. All right, taking a look at the 1 day chart. It does look like we are headed for. Had a nice little run up in the last couple days. Looks like it's going to top off a little bit, probably around 70 cents, and then go back down in a little bit. But we got a lot of people calling for $1 before the end of the year. That's feasible, maybe $1.20. That is very feasible that we can get to those heights there. However, just one of those things. Is if you've been an XRP holder for a long time, it's definitely just hold it for a little bit there. You don't want to go too crazy, but if you've been buying since last year, where we're in the 20s and 30-cent range, it's definitely a good time to take a little bit of profits too for you guys. And shout out to all you guys in here. Thanks for we're at 1K likes. Maybe we can break our record of 21K, almost 22K likes. So let's see if we can get there today. So I'm definitely a big fan of XRP. I just don't think it's going to do as well as everyone else is saying. I'm hoping we're going to hit between a 350 and 550 target range for this bull run. But right now we're not in a bull run. We're just kind of in a relief rally, like I stated over the last several months. That we're kind of in a feel good area. I do apologize. My sound got lower. Let me try to bring that up a little bit there. I didn't know we guys do it live. I hope that sounds better there. I also could be because I'm talking away from the phone mic, but we are. It's a relief rally. We're not really going to. I don't think this is the start of a bull run. It's just kind of a relief rally, kind of the feel good era. People want to feel good for going into this holiday season. We kind of had a rough year, had high inflation for a while, and we still had good numbers for the Black Friday, even though majority of it was people buying, just buying and selling, just buying off of credit. What they're doing, there was no deals. This was actually surprising because when I worked in retail, there was stuff I knew that was like, okay, this was going to be the doorbuster. Like there's always doorbusters, but it seemed like this year there was no doorbusters. I can't pronounce the Arabic name, buddy, but glad to have you in here. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Want to go back over and kind of talk about Bitcoin here because we got the Bitcoin maxis, saying this is the start of a bull run. This is the start of the next era of crypto wealth, and it's really just a relief rally. Although it's going to pair well with seeing where we're going to be in the bull run. So this kind of helps me give me more faith in that we're going to be over 100,000 on a Bitcoin. But right now it's just a relief rally. It's really, 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 really unique, I should say, really unique and everything. So we don't want to be overexcited here. It's kind of bouncing back and forth. We are going to have some good news with the ETF rally. Shout out to Bullet Labs. No bull run yet. I agree. Yeah, I agree with you too. It's definitely not a bull run. I mean, the numbers don't say the same during the bull run. It's like you're not putting in money and doubling it within a day. It's like you're just we're kind of growing. It's just steady growth, steady volume, but we're only half of where we were during the bull run of 2021. So we're gonna have to see where we are headed on this. Shout out to Crypto Angel. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. But I could tell you this, that the BlackRock ETF is going to probably be the one that's going to be first. It's going to be the first one to come in. Shout out to Raider. Glad to have you in here. Thanks for the follow. Hey, and thank you, Crypto Angel, for supporting the channel. Really appreciate that. Uh, we really have BlackRock's going to be the first on this, and it looks like they're going to start dumping real estate assets that they've acquired over the last several couple of years, and they're going to start pumping that money into buying Bitcoin and setting up this ETF. But a lot of big funds like Vanguard, Fidelity are already committed to 1%. Uh, already committing to 1% of their portfolio being part of it, being part of the cryptoverse. And usually, mostly it's like a 60-40 split between Bitcoin, Ethereum. But we also got a lot of craziness about Solana, because Solana it looks like it's being pumped hard by venture capitalist firms who kind of lost money on it. So let's go take a quick look at Solana real quick, because I know there's a lot of great news about Chainlink and Polkadot, and Cody's the one that's got all that, but he might be sleeping in at the moment. Let's see here. Let's go over here, Solana. So let me take a look at it. It might be better to take a look at it on KuCoin for you guys. There we go. Oh, hey, there's Cody.
Hey, sorry about that, Sal.
No worries. I kind of figured, you might have been a little sleeping in a little bit with everything, but hey, welcome in, buddy. I already went over all the basics, so you guys got Cody in today.
Man, I'm really hyped about what's going on because my Polkadot and my Quant's going crazy, man. Like everybody who's been buying for the past 2 years, shout out to y'all because, I mean, we're likely to get another correction. I see eventually, like if Bitcoin and Ethereum drop 25 to 30%, alts are going to probably drop around 50, and the micro caps are probably going to drop around 60. I mean, that would be a good scenario because if you're a DCA like me, I mean, you're just going to buy at better prices.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's been like the last 2 years probably been a great time to just dollar cost average in for everything. And but real quick before we get on to Polkadot, what's going on with them? Shout out to Mei Ling. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Want to talk about Solana because Solana has been being pumped like ridiculously hard. We kind of shot up to 75, so like $15 in the last 2 days. And I have a feeling it's venture capitalists really pushing this to get their money back. They're trying really hard to push this back to where it was so they could cash out. So these guys, if you're in Solana, you want to be very careful about this because um, you don't want to get stuck holding the hot potato after this bag drops. But it looks like there is an even amount of buy volume and a lot of huge orders because we're not seeing a lot of some. I think I see like there's one like 381 sell, but then you see like here 40 someone bought a 404, 267, 105. It looks like people are buying about $1,000 worth of Solana right now, which is really weird because usually it's like 50. It looks like dust that's being bought up. So just be careful with that, guys, as you're getting into Solana. It's definitely a good trade if you could follow and time these venture capitalists, but there's no telling where they're going to try and push this money to. Shout out to Trey Zuno. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Really glad to have you in here. Uh, Shout out to Live and Learn. Soul inside the community. They're all inside of JTO now and Portal Coin, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, a lot of people have left, but right now the target play on is to double the money on Solana and then get out. It's very hard to see because the phone is out in its launch, but there's nothing else really happening. Like I haven't heard any developer news or anything on them. So I just want you guys to be very wary of Solana there. But We got some good news about Polkadot. I'm gonna let Cody take the floor on Polkadot. Hope his mic is working. Cody, are you there?
I had it muted for a bit to minimize feedback.
Oh, no worries.
But
Let me hear.
yeah, Polkadot. I actually bought $2,000 worth of Polkadot a week and a half ago, and literally right after I bought that $2,000 worth, because I've been holding Dot since 2021. Like my initial buy-in for Dot was $30, and at the time 70 Polkadot was worth about $3,000. Now $3,000 will get you like 400 Dot, something like that. But I have about 1,000 Dot right now, pretty much. And yeah, I watched Polkadot Decoded. I even have my decoded NFT. But I watched a lot of what Gavin Wood and the developers were saying about Dot and the vision of Dot, and that's why I'm a huge advocate for it. Like I'm not a shiller, but at the same time, like I've been watching all their YouTube videos about the development, Polkadot's kill, digital identity, all of that. And it just made me bullish on Polkadot this whole time. And so far, I'm seeing the rewards of that. And I'm staking it natively on my ledger. I used a P2P validator, which is one of the best validators to use.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
P2P is one of the most established validators in the game because they have a lot of liquidity. They have a lot of money. I think they have like $1 billion worth of staked assets or something like that.
oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, and it's I definitely joined that one too on the Nano Ledger. I was also staking half of it on Uphold till about July of this year because they had they were doing like they were doing like no fee reward, so I was getting like the full staking on there, but of course the SEC and all that kind of messed it up and they closed that branch down. So I think if you're going to stake on Uphold, you have to be outside of England and US to be able to do it for you. So you might want to get a VPN if you want to stake off of Uphold. Shout out to Mei Ling. I don't know anything about validators. I still need to learn. Well, the validator it depends because I don't think Ethereum validators work the same as like Polkadot validators. Because Polkadot validators, you actually have to do work. You actually have to do work to maintain your status, not just put money in. But I think Ethereum, you can just put like a bunch of money in and be considered a validator. I don't know, Cody. Cody has more information on that than I do. And shout out to Com Choice. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you joining in here.
I heard a lot of people saying for the past 2 years while I was buying Dot that, oh, Dot's going to be a graveyard coin. And, Dot can definitely have a 30 to 50% correction if it wanted to. But like every time people would say it's dead, I'm like, where? First of all, Polkadot, the Genesis block of Polkadot ended only in December 2021. We're still on Polkadot 1.0. We're on the verge of getting Polkadot 2.0 sometime in 2024. And Kilt is actually using Polkadot's network to, they're doing a thing called KYC and know your cargo and stuff like that. There's so much being used on Polkadot, and that's why I'm bullish on it.
Exactly, and they got like the third highest amount of developers, or the second
Yeah, I
highest.
think I think Ethereum's actually, if from what I've checked from a couple sources on development trackers, Ethereum's I think is top. Cardano and Polkadot are like neck and neck, but I know that Cardano and Polkadot are actually working together right now on the SDK software development kit.
Oh, okay. That's definitely some good news because I know that the activity has been going strong. Oh, shout out to Steve.eth. Good morning to you, buddy. Glad to have you in here. So definitely one of our great supporters. So shout out and give him some love. And I know Crypto Dream's not in yet, but definitely guys give him a shout out too. Go to his channel, subscribe. He's been one of our great supporters. He's definitely a hardworking family guy, and he's pretty much watches almost all of our lives and everything. But definitely go and give him some support. Crypto Dream is his handle on TikTok and YouTube, trying to help him get to 500 subscribers. So definitely give him a good subscribe.
You know,
Uh,
one thing.
Go ahead. Go
One
ahead.
thing that I find cool as shit, and I can't wait for it to drop, but the Ledger Stacks. Like, if the Ledger Stacks could come out, I'll buy one and I'll use that next bull run. So, like, right now, I'm using my Ledger Nano X, but if we get another bear market, after we have a 2025 bull market, if it even happens in 2025, I want to buy a Ledger Stacks and use that and kind of retire my Nano or something. But the Ledger Stacks looks cool as shit. And whenever that comes out, I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I like that. I wonder if they're gonna do it, if it's gonna be very similar to the EliPal wallet, which is very similar in style and functionality to it. But it also has you can put an SD card in there and kind of really go off grid with your crypto, which is pretty interesting. But I don't like how you can defrag those SD cards pretty easily if you're not ejecting them properly. So that might cause a lot of people, especially new to crypto, to lose their crypto. So I don't know about that, but I do like the Ledger wallets. Are great products, great value. We're not paid sponsors of them. We just have those, and they're great. A little bit of a learning curve, but still a great product to have. And of course, you guys know I'm also a big fan of the Arceus wallet, the one where you store it on your phone. But let's go ahead and check out Link here, because I think Chainlink kind of rocketed first before Dot. I mean, Dot may follow Chainlink on the price scaling, but
If we see Polkadot at $10, that would be extremely bullish and it would create a new resistance.
oh, absolutely. And we're still a long way from being where they were. And if you look at Chainlink, I mean, it hit that over the $10 range very quickly, and we kind of been holding steady at this $16 range, kind of going down. You can see here people took a little bit of profits, but man, it was hovering in that $6 range for a long time. It was just a good time. So you see here in June when I said we'd be getting into it right here between 5 and 6, the our cost averaging there, you definitely paid out. Definitely paid out for you guys who've been
I'm
holding in.
still not unstaking my dot until the next year. I'm still keeping my dot staked for another 365 days. So I can get those staking rewards and I can get that free dot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Oops, I just gotta change this.
I remember in 2021 when we were on that big Vegas trip on the truck, we talked about Polkadot a lot.
Yeah, we were
We've been in Polkadot for a long time. Like I've been in it for 3 years approaching.
yeah,
When the Genesis block.
mm-hmm. And been there for 2 years, and it's like, and that unlock that they said, it didn't seem to even slow down Polkadot.
No, a lot of people were saying Polkadot was going to drop to $2 and $1.90. That unlock did nothing. If anything, the price has increased so much since the unlock. And all the unlock did was just add more dot into the staking. Like a shit ton of dot. I say most of that Polkadot was added into staking validators. Like so much more dot was just staked when that happened.
Oh yeah, definitely. And most of that unlocked dot, it got bought up. I wish I could see maybe we could take a look, at least see the history. But when that happened, it was like all buy volume. Like there was no sell, it was just buy, buy, buy. And even now you can look at dot. It's just every day is a massive buy, like massive amount of buy volume. Even for today, you can see here, 500 dot, 200, 200, 270, 200, almost 2,000, 1,000 dot bought, 394, 320. It's like people aren't buying small amounts of dot. They're buying every now and then. I see like one, two, three, but I'm seeing like 50, 60, 70, 200, 500, 100. And then on the sell side, I'm seeing a couple hundreds, but mostly dust, like point 0.5, 0.19,
Oh, I
0.76.
bought 360 dot a week and a half ago. And if you went on my dot address, you'd see that I have all purchases. I have not a single sell on Polkadot.
Mm-hmm.
for the past two. Like my first buy was $30, and I bought $3,000 worth at the time. It
Mm-hmm.
was it was September 2021, and it bought me 70 tokens for $3,000. I was like, damn. Looking back on
Yeah.
that, like 70 dot is like nothing now.
Oh yeah. 79. Oh, and shout out to Manuel. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. And shout out to Steve.eth. Good morning to you too, buddy. Hope you're chasing that bag and getting to that money. Definitely, definitely glad to have your support in here. I do see some of our moderators are in here, so you guys just keep it civil on there. And of course, we're opening up. If you guys want to hop on live, share your opinion, you can join us live on YouTube by going into the chat, hitting the link, or hit the guest icon down at the bottom on TikTok, and you can join in, give your guys thoughts. Like I said, there's not a lot of really news to talk about, like per crypto. It's just like what's happening is that the market's responding well because we're in a relief rally, and then on top of that, we have people are getting hyped around deflation, and people are getting hyped around the Fed dropping interest rates, which is going to be bad because it's going to create another housing boom, and then it's going to really if people thought housing prices are bad now, it's going to be astronomical in 2 years of what the price will be again. So we're kind of going back to that kind of like churn and burn for the housing market, especially if they drop the rates by like 1.5% to 2% over the next 6 quarters. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see where we're headed with that. But I think the crypto market usually always is the first to respond, and is showing the positive response to everything going on. And like I said, the relief rally, it's a feel good rally because people want to feel good after being beaten on the head with all the other finance issues going on. So, and we also have oil going down too. It's like I got to pull that up too because let me pull up the oil chart here because oil is definitely been going down. Let me take a look at 6 months chart here. So as you guys can see here, because I noticed, because I own and run a moving company in logistics, so I've been noticing the gas has been going down. Like it's the first time I've almost seen diesel in the $2 range while we were doing a move out in Oklahoma. So it's definitely been crazy. But like we went down, I think it was in October, it was 93.68, and it's just been dropping because this year not as many people have been traveling. We had a record number of people financing on Black Friday, but we did not have a record number of people traveling. Shout out to Reptile King. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. We're just kind of covering some of the news today on what's going on. Uh, Shout out to Always Loud, Never Quiet. I've been eating off of oil. Hey, if you've been making some good trades and good shorts off of oil, congrats to you because I'm sure people weren't thinking it was going to go down because normally during this time of year, prices of oil start to skyrocket and then they start going down. Uh, Rep talking. My Thanksgiving was very good. Got to see my dad. Haven't seen my dad in a long time, so definitely a good weekend. Although it was a rough drive, but it was a good weekend and definitely enjoyed all my time with family. Hope your Thanksgiving went really well too. But glad to have you in here. I know that you're probably getting ready to go back to school because break is, or you're getting ready to come back and break. Uh, getting ready to go on winter break. Uh, Reptile King, what I'm doing for Christmas. Christmas is that probably gonna be working because for some reason we scheduled a lot of business during those last 2 weeks. So I was planning on going back to New Jersey, but it looks like I'm gonna have to be out on the road. But that is life. Shout out to Always Loud. But get ready, oil about to rebound. It probably will. We'll have to see because when prices go down, people start driving more because they'll get comfortable again, and then of course that'll drive prices back up. Shout out to Bullet Labs. My friend was talking about buying Lambos with his earnings. I'm just getting a Tesla. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of the lives I've been joining talking about, this is the next bull run for crypto. They're going to be getting yachts and all this stuff. It's like even if you have $100,000 in, you are nowhere near the money to get a lot of that stuff. Like I would just get stuff, set yourself up. If you got a couple $100,000 in crypto, you're probably going to end up being high, like 8, 9, maybe $1 million. Divest during the bull market, and then put money into real estate and other equities. Because like even though the stock market has been crazy, I got to pull up this one for you guys. Porch Moving Group, because that was another one made a killer on. Um, Alrighty. Because like it's at 214. But I mean, if you look back at it for the year, I mean, the year was just crazy. Like it was up there to 350 last year, but look at it. It's been down in the dumps. And here, I said just dollar cost averaging on this sucker, and you'd be going, it should be going right back up. If you look at the 3-year chart here, you can see here it's been at 1520. Then 2021, they made a lot of purchases, which they overspent, which it went down. And then it's just been in the dumps since then. But it's going to have a great rebound, and it's a perfect time to really, really get that stuff, get everything kind of get a good percentage of that company. Um, Shout out to Bullet Labs. Coin is going to be a beast like Nvidia. Well, Coinbase is going to have better staying power than Nvidia. Nvidia is just all hype right now from the AI, but once that bubble bursts, they're going to go back down. A shout out to Reptile King. I didn't go to school this whole week because I've been sick. Oh, I hope you feel better, buddy. I know it sucked being sick. Shout out to Seek, and also shout out to I think it's Always Loud. Hey, thanks for supporting the live there. Really appreciate that. Let's want us to check out HOA. So let's go ahead and check that out. Are you talking about HCA, or are you talking about a crypto there? You're gonna have to let me know. Always Loud, trading is life. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not much of a Cody and I aren't much of traders. We're more of buy and hold and sell when we get to the value that we look at. Shout out to Seek, Dex Screener. Um, Not sure what you mean. You might have to elaborate there, Seek, because I'm not sure if HOA is it crypto or not. So you might have to elaborate there for me, buddy. So let me just clear. Go back to well, let me go take a Microsoft. Pull Microsoft here for you guys too, because it's been on a tear. Probably going to see this sucker hit $4 in the next year, because they've been doing a lot of things right. Yeah, it's on its way up, and it's even past the pandemic high. So yeah, we're definitely rising on that for that. But the reason I have it in there is because their gaming division's been doing well. They've been making a lot of good acquisitions. They've been making a lot of great things pushing forward. So as you guys know, this is one of the major points of my portfolio, just holding this guy. Shout out to Bullet Labs, best thing I ever done in life, business, marrying my wife is investing. That's good. As good as if you have a partner that's definitely helping you, that's always great. Just trust me, there's a lot of people out there that are definitely complaining about not having the right helpmate with them, or they feel like they've married the wrong person. So it's definitely always good to have someone that is going with you on the journey, not going against you. But I don't really have too much to say. We're just kind of in a relief rally. I expect Christmas to be probably even better than anticipated, but it's definitely not going to be what it was 20 years ago. Yes, we will be on tomorrow, Reptile King, for what's in your portfolio, going over uh, losses and gains and everything. So, yeah, we'll definitely go over that with you guys tomorrow. I know Cody's done very, very well on his portfolio so far for this month so far, as well all of us should be. I mean, so shout out to him. He's definitely made some.
Oh yeah, I'm up a very good amount right now.
You can go check out his channel, Cody Harris.eth on TikTok, and he posts pictures of his portfolio across there. So showing his games. Shout out to Knight Templar. Welcome in, buddy. Glad to have you here, and thanks for supporting the live. Really appreciate that. So really, and I'll thank you guys all to the sponsors of this live. But the last little bit I say is like we're still kind of waiting on that caveat of the car industry and how that's going to affect, because a lot of them. Let's take a look at Carvana, because that's a good indicator. Carvana and CarMax. I mean, I don't see Carvana really rebounding in the next couple of years. They've lost too much money on this. I'm gonna pull up their all. I mean, they were almost at 400, and now that we're talking about bankruptcy. Although they might have rebounded because the prices are good again to buy some cars, but they also got stuck with 250 G wagons at the height. They bought them at the height, so they overpaid by $50,000-$60,000 on those suckers, and now like Corvettes, any Mercedes, BMW, Audi, they all overpaid for those, and they're not selling on there. And pickup trucks, those things aren't selling either on them. So it's definitely they're definitely going to be headed for bankruptcy. Let me just take a look here, because I don't know if there's any good news about them lately. Yeah, underperformed, stock rises, outperformed market, but Copart. Okay, yeah, you can see here an analyst is saying has upgraded Carvana. I don't like that. Usually, when these analysts say something, the stock in the long term goes in the opposite direction. Yeah, they're talking about slow recovery on Carvana, but it's like I just don't see it. It hasn't performed well. It hasn't performed well. Shout out to Mike Hunt. Welcome in. I'm in Cali. We sell every car on our lot. I guess some places it is. Out here in the Midwest in Arkansas, these car dealers are suffering. And California is different from Arkansas, because like a lot of southern states, when you buy a car, you also pay a huge tax when you register it too. So that kind of inhibits a lot of people from buying cars right now. So like if you bought, let's just say you buy a $20,000 car, not only are you going to pay sales tax, but when you go register it, you're going to pay an additional $1,500 to $1,800 to register it, and then you pay $1,000 every year to register your car. So keep that in mind. Not everything's like Cali, because like Cali's like, I think it's like what, $100 to register a car, and you're only paying taxes really on luxury cars. So if you're selling like a Honda, it's like people can afford to get those still. Whereas out here, you could buy a Honda, you'll pay like $2,300 in sales tax, and then you'll pay another $1,800 in registration tax. So, and most of the Midwest and South states are like that. It's only like the West Coast and East Coast states that aren't like that, where there's no registration tax. So you're able to walk in, buy a car, and $50, $70, register it, and move on with your life, and keep your payments probably between $400 and $600 a month. Whereas here, like you go get a just let's say I go get a used pickup truck, I'm looking at like $1,200 a month payments here, because one, pickup trucks are very hype out here. I mean, people who don't even need pickup trucks buy pickup trucks because it's the in thing around here. So you're probably looking at another $10,000, $15,000 above market value on most pickup trucks, Fords, Chevys. Definitely don't buy a Mustang out here. They are highly overpriced out here with Mustangs. Um, But our car lots, I've been seeing a lot of smaller dealerships going out of business. Their lots are full. They're not selling cars. They're not selling as much. I mean, they're reaching out to everybody. They're reaching out through emails. I'm getting emails on the business side with saying, "Hey, we can get you good terms. We got these on the lot," and it's like I'm looking. It's the same cars. So, and we still have people who overbought and are in huge negative equity values on their cars, and it's looking like those are going to get ready to be repossessed again. We're seeing a lot of auto loan companies that just deal with auto loan financing. They're starting to suffer, and a lot of dealerships are missing payments on their lot loans. So it's not looking too good. We kind of have a nice recipe for a disaster coming, but I kind of hope it's not that case, but it could be very well that case that's going to happen. So you guys just got to be a little wary and be careful. Understand that that's like a big bubble that's about ready to burst that could negatively affect all the markets here. Um, but it looks like we're coming to the end here. Looks like we're coming to the end here. Don't really have much else to say. I do have to get to work and making some calls, sending out some emails. Got a lot of work to do, but I really do appreciate all you guys joining in. We had quite a bit of people in today, especially for an impromptu Saturday morning one. So definitely glad to have you guys in. As always, we're definitely going to be we're going to be live tomorrow with what's in your portfolio, and hopefully we'll have the crypto morning news segment again every morning, Monday through Friday again, as well as Money Monday will be on Money Monday will be available on probably around 5 p.m. on Monday, and then we'll do our scam and market, scam and fraud coverage every Wednesday, and of course Friday we'll be doing kind of like another evening segment where we're gonna, ask us anything, things like that kind of segment. Definitely glad to have you guys in. Really appreciate all your support and everything. Thank you guys for liking and supporting the live and supporting our channel. Really appreciate all you guys definitely in here. Hope you guys have a great day. I see Cody's coming back like right towards the end here.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's and if you guys are coming in late, watch the replay. All of our lives and videos are on YouTube. We have more exclusive content on Patreon if you wish to join Patreon. However, you don't even have to pay to sign up. You can join for free and you get access to the Discord and the newsletter for free, as well as a few other benefits there. And you can private message us on there. Also, if you want to become a supporter, there is a lot of exclusive content. I am going to be dropping a 6-episode series on how to start up a business and one of the first ones will be going over one of my first business opportunities when I was in college. I was trying to start a card store and all the mistakes I made with that one for you guys. So I think that'll be something you guys can enjoy. So definitely appreciate all you guys coming in here. I'm gonna let Cody take the floor for final thoughts on everything going on in the market. Um, so I don't know if you have any final thoughts on everything on what we're doing on the stage, everything right
I
now.
think we'll get a good correction. I'm eating right now. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, we've been talking on that for a while. I think we're going to get good correction. I think it's going to happen after the New Year's, kind of in the beginning of 2024. Have a nice correction, 15-20% correction on the markets, and then it'll start to rise again. Just kind of how these relief rallies go. But I'm going to be checking out. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate everything, all your support and everything. And we hope to see you again on the next live. And stay tuned for any of the new videos that drop. Really appreciate all your support. And you guys have a wonderful day. And make sure that, don't invest your life savings into a moonshot. Make sure you always do your research and only invest in things you truly understand and how everything works. With that said, thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening or wonderful day, wonderful Sunday or Saturday, I'm sorry. And look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.